Hey guys, welcome to Algebra 1. We are on lesson 81. Okay, so today we're talking about rational equations. We call these equations, even though they have fractions, each term is a rational expression. So we still are able to call it a rational equation. Now there are lots of ways to solve equations like this, but one of the easiest is actually by using the multiplicative property of equality. So all we have to do is multiply the numerator of every term in the equation by the least common multiple of the denominators. And when we do that, that will cancel out our denominator. So the rest of the equation is a lot easier to solve. Let's look at it. Y over 2 plus 1 over 4 equals y over 6. So focus on your denominators. What would be the least common multiple? That one should be easy, should come right to you. It's 12. If you said 24, you were close. It's 12, okay? Remember, you can find the least common multiple using prime factors or just look at your greatest factor. Look at the multiples of that factor until you find the smallest one that all of them go into. Okay, so I've determined it's 12, so I'm going to multiply each term in my numerator by 12. This will cancel out my denominator, because 2, it goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 12 6 times. 4 goes into 4 one time and into 12 3. 6 goes into 6 one time and into 12 2. Now I multiply each numerator by that canceled number. 6 times y would be 6y plus 3 times 1 is 3 equals 2 times y is 2y. Okay, I'm going to subtract 2y from this side and from this side, even though it's going to leave me with a 0, because I'm going to go ahead and just automatically subtract this 3 from both sides. So I get over here, this cancels out, and I'm left with negative 3. Over here, my 3's cancel, and 6 minus 2y would be 4y. Then I divide both sides by 4. So y equals a negative 3/4. Okay? Super simple, right? Let's try another one. I'm going to erase, excuse me, I'm going to erase this. You can see it in your book, just so that the rest of our problems are clearer and we're not distracted. Okay, so we have 2x over 7 minus 3x over 2 equals 1/3. Let's look. 7, 2, and 3. What's their least common multiple? Well, 7, nope, that won't work. The next multiple of 7 is 14. Nope, 3 is not in 14. 21? Nope, 2 isn't in 21. Keep going, keep going. I'm not going to keep going with you on the video because we don't have as much time, but it would be 42. So I'm going to multiply each term by 42. Okay? Sorry, that's supposed to be a multiplication sign, not a decimal, so let me raise that point up. Okay, so here this cancels and I get 6. My 2 cancels and I get 21. My 3 cancels and I get, let's see, it would be 114, right? Yeah, okay. Now I multiply each numerator by that new canceled number. So 6 times 2x would be 12x. Minus 21 times 3x would be 63x equals 14 times 1 is 14. Now I have 12 minus 63x would be, let's see, negative 151x equals 14. Divide both sides by that negative 51 and I get x equals, now this can't cancel, negative 14 over 51. Super easy. Okay, let's try the next one. Our next one would be, let me erase this, get that out of the way. 3y over 2 plus 8 minus 4y over 7 equals 3. Okay, before I start, I'm just going to close this off in parentheses so I don't get anything confused when I go to multiply. Now, since this 3 is a whole number, not a fraction, I don't have to worry about it when I find my least common multiple. But I do have to worry about it when I go to multiply. So what's the least common multiple of 2 and 7? 14. So I'm going to multiply 14 times 3y and 14 times 8 minus 4y and 14 times 3. I have to multiply each term, including this whole number. Even though it doesn't have a fraction, I still have to multiply it to keep everything even. So this 2 will cancel and this becomes 7. This 7 will cancel and this becomes 2. And this one, well, we have 3 times 14. It gives me 12, 42. Okay. Now I have 7 times 3y is 21y plus 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8y. Okay, combine my like terms. Negative 8y plus a 21y would be 13y plus 16 equals 42. Subtract 16 from both sides. So I get 13y equals, running out of room. Okay, 42 minus 16, borrow, I get 26. Okay, then divide both sides by 13. This one divides evenly, how nice. So for this one, y equals 2. Okay? All right, let's try the last one. I have x plus 1 over 4 minus 3 over 2 equals 2x minus 9 over 10. Okay, once again, I'm going to close off these ones in parentheses so I don't confuse when it comes to multiplying. Okay, what's the least common multiple of 4, 2, and 10? If you're saying 40, you're close, but it's not correct. It's actually 20, because 20 is a multiple of 4, as well as 2, as well as 10. So multiply each term by 20. When this cancels, this becomes a 5, this becomes a 10, and this becomes a 2. Okay, a lot easier to work with now. 5 times x would be 5x. 5 times positive 1 would be positive 5. Okay, now I have 10 times negative 3 would be negative 30 equals 2 times positive 2x would be 4x. 2 times negative 9 would be negative 18. Now I can combine like terms and solve. This becomes 5x, positive 5 minus 30 would be a negative 25 equals 4x minus 18. I'm going to subtract my 4x from this side and from this side. And then because I'm going to put my x's on this side, I'm going to get rid of this 25. So I'm going to add it to both sides. 5x minus 4x leaves me with just x, and my 25's cancel. My 4x's cancel over here. Negative 18 plus 25 is the same, excuse me, as 25 minus 18, which gives me a 7. So x equals 7. And that's all. Your problem's done. Just make sure you check it. Okay, so that's all that you have to do for these types of problems. All right, I want you to go ahead and pause now to do your practice. Okay, you should be back from your practice. Letter A, z equals negative 4/3. Letter B, you should have gotten y equals 16. Okay, let me know if you need any help with these, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Bye.